Hi, what you're looking at here is the World card from my Rider-Waite-Smith tarot deck. The astrology associated with this card is the planet Saturn. In the Kabbalah, it is the 32nd pathway of Tau. That's T-A-U. It joins Malkut with Yesod. And the chakras that I believe are associated with this card are either or root or crown chakra. The element associated with this card is earth, and numerically it is key 21, so all sums of 21 and 3. The keywords associated with this card in an upright position are assured, success, route, voyage, immigration, flight, change of place, achievement, accomplishment, completion, fulfillment, sense of belonging, and wholeness. In reverse, it is inertia, stagnation, permanence, lack of success, or lack of any of the upright keywords I mentioned above, disappointment, and burden. When I first look at this card, I see obviously a lot of symbolism, and there's four figures surrounding this wreath-like looking, it even reminds me of the Ouroboros, that wreath. And those four figures could be astrological. I see a naked person, so I see truth with that. And then I see magic. So I feel like, in consciousness, all that blue. So I feel like when you are combining, the nakedness of truth and magic and consciousness, that's how you find the world. If this card comes up in a reading, it means that you were at the end of something, or you are at the end of something. And so, you've completed something. And so what comes next is something new. It could also be symbolic of possibly a big change in your life, or everything that you ever dreamed of is coming to fruition. So there's nothing left but to start something new. And another title for this card has been the universe. So let's look at the symbolism in this card. Who is this dancer? Is this dancer, some say that she is the union of male and female, hence her genitalia is covered. And she is probably the bride and the groom. So it is all aspects of feminine and masculinity together. We see that she is covered in a purple sash. Purple reminds me of divinity. And it's also wrapping around her body. I feel like it's either infinite or it is maybe a reference to DNA. We see two wands. So we see the wand from the magician, and now here she's holding two wands. And me being a palmist, I know that the left side of the body is the past and the right side of the body is the present. So if we are incorporating everything from our past to the present, that's, and it's magical. So I feel like, along with everything else that is symbolized in this card, magic being one of those things that is bringing her to this next stage of her life. So magic is incorporated in that, from past to now, to the present. Also, I believe that the way she is standing there, dancing with her legs crossed like that, almost like that four that we saw in the Hanged Man, except for the Hanged Man was upside down, which represents the cross of the tree, still symbolizing that he was bound by earthly things. And here she's reversed, so the triangle's pointed upwards. And so, from the tip of her head to her outstretched hands, she's now forming something that looks like the alchemy symbol of sulfur. And so that is implying that the human consciousness has arrived at its highest level of awareness. Next, we see the laurel wreath. And to me, it also reminds me of Ouroboros. I don't know why. It looks like Ouroboros to me. Obviously, it's not a snake eating its tail, but it is continuous. But here, it could be symbolizing like the womb and the embryo waiting to be reborn. But also, a wreath could be a symbol of success and victory, and it's a big oval. It's also a 0, and 0 is the Fool card. So here has the Fool come to fruition. He's come to the end of his journey, and now he is evolving into something new. And according to the Golden Dawn, the oval also corresponds to the Akasha, or the spiritual realm. We see the 2 red ribbons on the wreath, and they are in the sign of infinite, and they could represent as above, so below, but it's also another sign of completion. So we see these 4 figures. They're called tetramorph. It's a lion, a man, an eagle, and a bull. They are the 4 seasons, as well as the 4 elements of fire, air, water, and earth. They are the cornerstones of a balanced life. The man represents the astrological sign of Aquarius, which is air. The lion represents Leo, which is fire. The eagle represents Scorpio, which is water, and the bull represents Taurus, which is earth. We also seen the tetramorph in the Wheel of Fortune symbols. So I found an article on the symbolism within the world card on esotericut.com. I hope I said that right. And it is referencing the number 21 associated with this card. And the number 21 has been associated with divinations, incantations, and theurgic actions, since it consists of 3 sevens or 7 threes, the combination of which was considered to have extraordinary occult properties. Therefore, prayers, mantras, incantory formulas of various religions and esoteric traditions require either 3 or 7 repetitions. The mystical root of the number that comes as a result of the act of the theosophical addition of 2 numbers of its constituents, 2 plus 1, is the number 3, which equals a symbol of divine reason, sun, harmony. This number has tremendous power. 21 depicts a balanced state. When the will, 1, controls thoughts, 2 plus 1 equals 3, the number of the result. 21 equals 3 times 7. Divine harmony repeated 3 times. 21 is the age of majority, the age at which brain development ends. In alchemy, the number 21 symbolizes 21 days, the time it takes to turn base metal into gold. In Hebrew Kabbalah, 21 is the number of God, foreshadowing a meeting with the Creator. 21 is the time of Odysseus's wanderings. So, very powerful number, and to me 2 plus 1 equals creation. So yeah, and here we are again, the journey to another creation. Yeah, the world card, it's amazing. So I hope that you learned as much as I did, and again, these are just my opinions and things that I found through study. I am going to dive into the minor arcana next. So thank you for being here with me.